For those who wonder which books I read, I'll be lying to you if I tell you that I read books. I don't. I don't even like reading books. Anyone who knows me will tell you I am not a bookworm. I don't like reading books. And I don't feel like wisdom comes from books alone. Theoretical wisdom does, but there's the practical wisdom. That one doesn't come from books. Neither does wisdom come from a peaceful environment alone. I feel like practical wisdom is shaped through experience, conflict, and discomfort. Huh? When you interact with people who are broken, emotionally unstable, or navigating their internal chaos, you are confronted with real life complexities. Complexities that test your empathy, your emotional intelligence, your boundaries, your patience, and even your problem-solving skills. These interactions require you to think on your feet, to see through pain, not to see pain through the pain, to understand layered trauma, and often navigate unpredictable behaviors, all of which they force you to grow. Unstable people will challenge your ideals, your fixed opinions, and your moral compass. They will stretch your understanding of human behavior. You're no longer dealing with theory here. This is not textbook. It's ground. That is raw emotion. And sometimes it's irrational. It's often painful. And I mean it's often painful. But it's real. Always. It is through these interactions that your awareness deepens. You begin to see beyond appearances. You recognize patterns and refine your ability to respond instead of react. Hey, hi. Okay. This sharpening of discernment is wisdom in action. On the other hand, stable people provide alignment. They reinforce peace, balance, and structure. They offer calm and mutual respect. But that doesn't challenge your shadows. They don't test your psychological endurance or force you into uncomfortable growth. They are like basically a well-lit library, a well-kept library. It is very great for reflection and reinforcement, but not necessarily the battlefield where your instincts and higher thinking are forged. Now, this doesn't mean that unstable people are better, by the way. No, it doesn't mean they are better than the stable ones. What it means is the unstable people are like resistance. They are like resistance in a gym, for those who are working out. Difficult, and as I said, most of the time very painful, but necessary if your goal is strength and resilience. Wisdom grows where friction exists. So, my people, you have to remember, a balanced life involves both. Spending time with the unstable to sharpen your depth. And then you return to the stable people to recalibrate your peace. One teaches you how to understand, the other reminds you how to breathe. My people, heal. Heal.